Alright, we're here with a Lexus rx350 with a rear wheel hub. It's howling, especially you get over about 30 miles an hour. I've taken the wheel off, jacked it up, put a jack stand, and then I always throw the tire that I take off underneath the car. Just a little extra protection. I'll be taking the two bolts off the caliper, sliding it off, and pulling the disc off. But there's a bolt here and here holding the caliper on. I'll take those off and get right back with you, and then we'll work on the disc. All right, two things is wire your caliper up so you're not hard on your hose, and it'll be out of your way as well. And your real hub has two spots for bolts that you can put in and force the disc off. It makes it easier for you. Another thing that makes things nice is get these magnetic trays from Harbor Freight. They'll keep you from losing your nuts and bolts. We have the wheel hub assembly off. Now there's we need to take the axle nut off and the latch, and just see how all this rust is on here. First thing I'm gonna do is take a wire brush and clean that up and put a little lube on it before I even try to do anything. This way we'll make things easier. All right, I took a impact wrench, and mine was a 30 millimeter 12 point, and got the axle nut loose. Now then I put it on up backwards so you didn't mess up the front, and then put a piece of board on here and smacked it a couple times to make sure your axle was free, because you don't want that being hung up after you get your wheel hub assembly loose. So and this was on this particular model. I think this is a 2013. It's a 30 millimeter 12 point. I forgot to tell you the caliper bolts were 17 millimeter, and also the wheel hub assemblies are 17 millimeter. Now this is something that I did. You can line one of these up, put a socket in there, and that'll lock the wheel hub assembly so it doesn't turn and cause you to roll your vehicle. So anyway, that's just a little hint. Now I'm going to break these loose and see what we can do about getting that axle assembly out of there. All right, I got the old wheel hub assembly loose. The backing plate, this shield, it came with it, which also takes the emergency brake, and then I was able to knock that back through. So wasn't too hard, just a few love taps and it came loose. But if it gives you a lot of problem, what you can do is take and put you a bolt through here, put that nut bolt back in, just and leave it out slightly, put your bolt in that with a nut and a washer on the back side, and then turn it in so it forces your wheel hub assembly out. The other thing I forgot to mention is after I hit this with a wire brush, I put a little automatic transmission fluid in it. It works really well for a penetrating oil. If you don't have anything else so handy, it's really great, which I was out of penetrating oil. So anyway, I'll slide the wheel hub assembly back in, put the bolts back in, and catch you on the next step. Is if you push the brake pad and associated stuff around, you don't have to take the brakes all off. It would be a little easier to get them in and out without taking on those with taking all the brakes pads and stuff off, but it would be a lot more work overall. All right, again, what I'm going to do is put a socket over that nut. And then an extension. And put the wheel nut, axle nut back on. And then I will tap it and put a ding in it so it can't vibrate off. And then we'll hit the next step. Just so you know, that rubber plug right there, that's so you can adjust your e-brakes. All right, we got everything back together. All we got left is putting the tire on, and we're done. Easy pleasy, lemon squeezy. I don't know what it costs from a mechanic, but worth about an hour and a half of my time.